Hello guys, um today is Sunday. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Like I told you guys, we'll be doing market analysis on forex pair, crypto, and also meta. You understand? So that will enable us to trade with the directional bias for the following week. If you can watch the past videos I did last week, you saw that price went exactly as we predicted. All the criteria we were waiting for, price did exactly. So in order for you to understand very well, you can watch the previous video I posted on my YouTube channel. So now, like I told you guys, GBP USD is bearish. You understand why? Because we have a weekly market structure shift around here. So price pullback give a lower low. You understand? This yeah, is a the trend was first of all bullish. You understand, on the weekly time frame. So price was supposed to come here at this zone, either sweep liquidity, give our change of character, then before giving a new higher high. But price break give a market structure shift indicating a shift of the trend. And when the weekly is a weekly time frame, give it kind of analysis, no price will price will respect it very well, other than the 1 hour time frame, those small time frames. So here is a weekly, and so price give a weekly market structure shift, pulls back to an order block level, grab liquidity here. You see, before price going there, before price came to grab liquidity around here, price caused an imbalance. Many people were expecting a double bottom around this daily resistance level to push price to the outside, but the fact that price creates an imbalance on the daily time frame, you see here, that's why you see price are moving with an internal bullish structure to the upside. Okay, like I told you, you see, when price grab liquidity enough, we have now a daily market structure shift. Yes, a daily market structure give a lower low. So this already told us that sellers are already coming in the market. You understand? So we were waiting to sell around this resistance level. We're waiting to sell around this resistance level, like I told you guys on the previous video. I say, here we say, when price is at this other block here, you understand, for us to start see the signs that sellers are already coming in the market, here is the first sign. Price moving a series of higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Price prays to give a new higher around here, give a market structural shift based on the 4 hours time frame. So I said on the last video that we'll be waiting for price to drop around this level, or if price do not drop around this level, based on the fact that it is going with an internal structure shift with higher highs and higher lows, we'll wait for a market structure shift before we start looking for opportunity to sell, or price can still come to this upside, grab liquidity, stop all those who put limit orders around here to come to this other block here. But you see, and here is it. I told you on Monday, price will not do all that. Here's Monday. First of all, give a fake market structure shift. Whereas a fake market structure shift, you see, those who enter here thought it was a market structure. So why? This is not a market structure shift, because why? The last higher low, the last internal higher low that gave a break of structure. We still have an active break of structure, is still open. So this was a liquidity. Price comes to grab liquidity to push it upside. Basically, when price grab liquidity, started pushing to the upside, price free to give another break of structure here. That already told you that there is no active break of structure around here. Then I said, okay, the first thing we will see is a market structure shift. You see, price gently pulled down and gave a market structure shift for 2 hours market structure shift around here. I said, okay, for the confirmation, we will not just say because price give a confirmation. We'll be waiting now for a pattern and a candlestick confirmation, and price is exactly, you see, price push back, grab liquidity. This was not a good confirmation to say. You see this level, the fact that gave an imbalance around here, you cannot use a candlestick confirmation and sell at an order block, because when there is an imbalance, you see price push up here. I was just watching at the market, okay, so price push up here, grab liquidity. You see, there was still another liquidity that price needs to free. Price need to balance. You understand? You need to balance before taking the direction. That was why you see price pull back, grab liquidity, forming the double top around this level before breaking to the downside. And NFP on Friday helped to break price to the downside. See, there was so much momentum, volatility when price when the news was released last week. So now, what we should be looking out for, we should look only for sales on GBP USD. We should not look for a buy. Why? Price has already giving us a clear sign that buyers are already coming in. You understand? With with a series of higher lows and lower lows and lower highs already. So we should just focusing only for a sell till this level. Price will come and break this level. You understand? Price can come and break this level, give us a new daily lower low. So those who took trade around this level, I'm sure here's a good swing trade. You understand? So if this level respected, but I'm sure it can be respected, because why? If you see the daily time frame, you see this bullish and government pattern clearly, the neckline, the double bottom neckline on the daily time frame, that shows indicate there is strong and momentum for sellers. That price will come to this downside. So we should be waiting for a sell. You should not look for a buy. You understand? It's good to trade along with the directional bias instead to trade against the trend, because the real move will come when price is when you trade with the directional bias. Say, okay, here is a break of structure. You see, price and break of structure. Right? Here's a fresh active break of structure. There is no reason for you to be looking for a buy when this break of structure is still active and this lower low is still active. So what we do now, we wait for price to come either around here. You've come around here, give us our confirmation, and we will drop to the downside. You see, we can drop to this demand level here. So this is what we should be looking out for GBP USD. You understand? When the market will be, when we see our confirmation, it's not a confirmation, this is just the directional bias. So when price will give our confirmation, I will drop a sell. I will drop the signals on my Telegram channel. So I will drop my Telegram channel below. So those who are interested want to join, so we can work together. They can join me on the Telegram channel. So only be looking for a sell on GBP USD, not look for a buy to this level, because when you check on the weekly again, you see a weekly bearish engulfing pattern breaking a daily time frame neckline, If you can see very well, yes, and head and shoulder pattern. And the head and shoulder pattern is a reversal bearish pattern to the downside, while inverse head and shoulder pattern is a reversal bullish pattern to the upside. See, there's a head and shoulder pattern. You see, the market must not print the head and shoulder very well, but if you see based on the chart, here's the left leg, here's a head, and here's the right leg, and price have break this neckline. We all know when price break neckline, price will have to feel back, price will have to push back around this level. So here like this, we should be waiting for our say. Yes, a good point to wait for our say. You understand why? Because a market structure shift without price grabbing a liquidity, and it's give us a breakout block. You see, break of structure, because of the momentum, price still break. So the fact that price did not grab liquidity before pushing to the downside like this, price will have to come to this upside. So so either you have patience, you wait, you trade along with the directional bias, or if you want to still say you want to buy to this level, you only have to wait for internal market structure shift, and you target the other block to buy to a level. So that is all for GBP USD. So now let's go to gold. I told you guys about gold that do not look for a buy for gold yet, because why? There is still liquidity around this demand level. Excuse me, there is still liquidity around this demand level that price has to fill. You know, here's the liquidity. You understand? There is a breakout block without price grabbing. You see, price did not grab, price gave a break of structure, did not grab liquidity, and push back, respected this other block. That's why you see price falling to this upside. So just watch the last video. I already explained everything about here. So I told you guys the internal structure is still bearish, so we should not be looking for a sell. This is what I told you guys about gold, that you can watch. I told you guys, go break this level. If grass pull back, break this level, give a market structure shape, we should be expecting a new higher low or an order block for us to sell. You understand? See what gold did. You see what gold did. Gold tried to manipulate many people who sold around this level. You know, gold is gold. Gold gave a market structure shift. You understand? There's an imbalance around here. So there's an imbalance around here. Price still moving so higher and high highs. So I told you should wait for a market structure shift before you sell. Then market structure shift, then you wait for your confirmation before you sell. That's why my strategies is based on 5 criteria. So it depends on the pullback. So I will either know if it deserves a 5 criteria, or if it is a 4 criteria. So that is why it is good to have a system that will enable you to follow the market, and you trade based on your system, so you will not be over trading and you just enter blindly. So price gave a break of structure to this downside, pull back around here, try to grab liquidity with a pattern, but you see price instead came out, remove all those who sold around here, came out respected by this other block around here. See this other block now, price with the other block. Then price now just start falling. The fact that price gave an imbalance around this level, I was expecting the market structure shift before I can take a sell. So I saw the market around here. I did not say why, because this active break of structure that create this imbalance around here is still active. So what the price did, price came, break this last higher low. Here's the last higher low that create a break of structure to the outside. Break this last higher low that creates a break of structure outside. Then from here now, you see price eventually sold. You see price pulled back, give a pattern, head and shoulder pattern. You understand? I told you when there's an imbalance around, when it's an imbalance for the internal structure shift, do not trade. You have to wait for a market structure shift, or you wait for a pattern and candlestick confirmation. You see, there was a candlestick pattern, there was a head and shoulder pattern, a reversal pattern for bearish market at this other block. You see, then what do price do again? Price came around here. Okay, you see, price give another market structure shift, pulls back, grab liquidity. This was where NFP came out, and you see the market really dropped some good amount of pips. So let me see. Okay, so as you can see now, when price will grab, still look for sell opportunity. Do not look for a buy yet for gold. You understand? Because at this point you can put limit order and price to stop you. So price will still come and grab liquidity around this level, So here is when we'll be looking for a buys. You understand? We will not be waiting to take a limit order around here. We'll be waiting to see a change of character. You understand? We're waiting to see a change of character before I look for a buy, because there's an active break of structure. So either we'll wait for price to pull back to this any resistance level around here, or to any 6.18 Fibonacci zone. So we should be looking for a sell at gold here. I'll drop signal on gold. You understand? But you see this kind of sell, we will not swing for this trade, because the internal bullish trend is getting to expire, because price is already coming to our demand zone here that will be expecting a buy. You understand? So before you want to look for a buy, wait for a daily change of character. Do not go on the 4 hours or 1 hour, start looking for a daily change of character to buy. No, it is a weekly and a daily time frame that is responsible for moving the trend. You see, weekly time frame is responsible for moving the trend, giving the direction, while the daily time frame is responsible for giving the change of character. So in order to look for a sell, for a buy, we will need to wait for the daily time frame to give a change of character. Then we'll go to the downside, to the upside. You see, there's a bearish engulfing pattern. So we should just trade this internal structure. We should just be looking only for sell to the downside, unless the trend wants to change before I will update you guys about this one. So let's go to US chef. Okay, I did a last analysis on US chef. You can go and watch that one. You see, I told you guys that US chef will buy. Why? You see, there's an daily imbalance around here. It's a daily imbalance around here. Price move since on lower lows and lower highs. Price pull back down to grab liquidity. You understand? Though the overall trend was bearish, so price pulls back now to come and give a. Though price give a market structure shifts around this, a daily market structure, so pull back, did not grab liquidity well, or even if price was a liquidity grab, because sometimes based on volatility, price will not grab liquidity very well. You understand? Price push now was supposed to give a new lower low. Price fails to give a new lower low. This is already the first sign telling us that buyers are already coming in the market. You understand? So this the fact that price fails to give a new lower low, price push back and give a market structure shift, indicating this bearish trend to this downside is already shifting. Excuse me. So this was the market structure shift. So I told you on the last video that we should wait. The fact that we should wait for a market structure shift around this level, and price will, okay, like I said, you see now when price grab liquidity around here, price pull back, give a market structure shift. So I was expecting price to grab Chris give a pattern, but price did not. Price said break of structure, pull back around here because of volatility. You understand? Price give another break of structure around here. So do over I send a signal on my channel. I say price will buy around level. Price pull back, break the fact that price break this neckline around here. Price now pull back, give on a new higher low. Price grab liquidity, give you now a pattern. You understand? We have seen our price now given price is working on a series of higher lows and higher highs. So now here's an active break of structure. We'll just wait for price to come anywhere around the demand level around here. Give our confirmation, then we'll start buying to the upside. Yeah, where you see the fact that to know the TP, right? You see the fact that price have ranged from this level, where you measure this level from resistance to support level, you put it above here. This is your TP for this level. You understand? Price will push up and reach around this level either before giving another good lower higher low that will push it outside. So you should just be focusing only for buy opportunity. Okay, let's go now to GBP JPY. Here is a good setup for a buy. You understand? Like I told you guys on another video. Here is GBP JPY. A daily market, a daily break of structure indicating that we are already going to the upside. So long as this other block that gave a break of structure is still active, we should just look for buys around here. You understand? The fact that price give a break of structure without grab liquidity, that is why you see price push back over around here, then price coming down to grab liquidity, and price has been ranging around this higher low here. You understand? Giving fake out and stopping other people to buys around here. So now when price now break now the structure to the upside, I was anticipating a sell. You understand? A buy around this other block here, because here is a last higher low that gave a break of structure, so it's still active. We're not looking for a sell. But the fact that price now there's still liquidity around this level, price now come in a series of higher lows and higher highs that imbalance. So I know that when price reach around level, it gives us our pattern and a shift of market structure, then we'll be looking for a buys. You understand? See, price came here, price give a pattern around here. Price do not buy that really much. You understand? Because the fact that there's an imbalance and you trade pattern, price will not really go. You need to wait for a market structure shift for this internal structure to change to bullish characteristics before you start going to outside. So here is it. Price break this structure. You understand? Price give a market structure. Here's a market structure shift around here. A market structure shift, and price did not grab liquidity. What do we say? Like I told you guys, when price give a market structure shift without grabbing liquidity and instead give a two breaker block, we should expect price to come back to our other block level. You see, yes, a market structure shift, price did not grab liquidity, just start going anyhow. Just be, you see, price just start going very slowly, breaking higher highs. Okay. Now price pullback around this demand level, market structure should grab liquidity. This I saw this potential for it. I saw it as a buy potential. You understand? Because why? There's a market structure shift, pull back, give a pattern. You can, if you check on the other time frame, so the 4 hours time frame, you wait for, you see what candlestick confirmation, bullish and engulfing pattern. The price did not push to give a new lower low, or this higher low here was not really good enough to push price to the upside. Though price grab liquidity. Why? Because there's a market structure shift around this level. You see, there is a market structure shift around this level, and price did not grab liquidity. So that's why you see price pulling to this other block. So we'll be waiting for price to buy around this level. Do not just go and buy when market open, because you still have, yes, already three criteria on our strategy. You understand? So this setup will enable us to take trade based on our 5 criteria. So we still have two criteria that will form before I start looking for a trade. So you should not just go and buy, but just know the directional bias for GBP JPY is still bullish, and price will buy to this level. Price can buy like this, give a new higher high. You understand? Price can buy and give a new higher high. So you just look for a buy around that level. Then when we go to Euro USD, you see Euro USD did the same thing, and Euro USD and price action is really perfect. That's why I love Euro USD, because in Euro USD, based on my experience, you don't have weak rejection, this long candlestick weak rejection that stop people anyhow. So Euro USD always give pullback like about 40%, unlike other pairs, gold, GBP USD, that I can retrace almost about 80%, only to move stop loss before going to the direction. You see, market structure shift, like I told you, I say wait for a candlestick, for a market structure shift, price pullback, the fact there's an imbalance, price give a pattern, you see price drop now to the downside. Even if you do not sell around this level, you understand, in order to this you do not sell around this level, price will give another second opportunity. Here's a market structure shift, you understand. It's another market structure, a break of structure, did not grab liquidity. I told you, whenever we have a two break of structure, target an order block. You understand? A two break of structure, it's a breaker block here, and price did not grab liquidity. Just no price will have to come to the order block before going to the downside. Because before price want to go to the upside or downside, price must feel all liquidity around that level. You know, price need to balance before taking the next move. That's why you see, there was an imbalance around here. You understand? Yes, an imbalance around here. So we're expecting a market structure shift. The price says start falling from here to this level. Price did not give some. If price will come like this, and give a pattern, market structure shift, we could wait for another market structure shift before go to that side. But this price. It was a big. It was a price grab liquidity based on double bottom, and when you check on the higher time frame, when situation like this, you understand that there's an imbalance and you need to wait for a market structure shift and candlestick pattern, and price just grab liquidity like this, given a double bottom, you need to go now to the other higher time frame, like 4 hours, to wait for candlestick confirmation. When price give this and match with the candlestick confirmation, then price will obviously go to the downside and say this is it. Price give a bullish engulfing pattern around this level. So we should be looking only for our sell. Euro USD will sell to this level. You understand? Euro USD will sell to this level. You see a weekly bearish engulfing pattern. That's a weekly bearish engulfing pattern here that gave that break of this structure. You understand? So now, I told you if you want to measure the TP, draw your line that you measure from supply to demand level that you put it here. This is where the TP will be. You understand? This is what it will be. And price can still push back to this level before now giving a pullback. You understand? There's already new lower low. So to wait for a price to give a new lower high, lower high before start looking for opportunity. You understand? Here is the father of everything. Here is the dollar. You understand? Dollar is bearish, is bullish. You understand? I give this directional bias analysis of dollar ever since. You see dollars. If dollars succeed to break this neckline, then with the whole of this year, price will be buying. Because why? A monthly break of structure, price pullback, grab liquidity around. I was expecting a buy around this level. You understand? 2023, I saw this market, but price not just grabbing liquidity, but you see price break this level, give us a fake break, pull back to grab liquidity around this other block. That's why I had confidence and know the fact that we have this active break of structure, price is not selling. Price just want to come and grab liquidity, and you see price have grabbed liquidity with the weekly time frame. You see, yes, and the inverse set and shoulder. One, there's a left leg, head, and the right leg. You understand? So if price now push and break this neckline that we are seeing, if price break this neckline, then we'll measure the distance from this supply zone, from this supply to the demand. You understand? To have our TP. There's it. So we should be looking only for buy opportunity. You understand? So just wait for price to give. You see market structure, so you grab liquidity, push back to the upside. So just wait for price to give a new lower low, then we'll go into the upside. Do not come here and be selling. If you start coming, you want to catch the top and bottom without you going with the directional bias with the trend. That is when you start losing money. It's better to lose money with going with the directional bias and following your system rather than to make money when you are going against your system and make money. Because when you start getting addicted with that, you're making imposing decision, then know that you are already killing yourself for future trade. You understand? So it's good to trade based with your system. Better to miss trade. Okay, yes, BTC. I told you guys about BTC. Now BTC is only going to the downside, but for now, this is what we're looking for, buys for BTC. Why? Break of structure, price no grab liquidity around here, imbalance. You see, price comes to grab liquidity here, but price was coming a series of lower lows and lower highs. You understand? I told you guys price can grab liquidity around this level. The price push right to this level, but if you check a weekly time frame, you can see here is a fake out around here. This can be a fake out. You understand? And price push to the upside, pull back, give in. Let me show you what I'm also saying. Price can still push like this. Okay, where is that? This. Price can pull like this. Price can pull to the upside, then pull like this. Then we'll go to now to the upside. You understand? Or price just start pushing and going to the upside. This is what we'll be looking for BTC, but this will take months. This can take months. So we only have to wait for the daily time frame to shift of trend, to give a change of character. You understand? Before start looking for your buys. So if this internal, so long as this we see have active break of structure, the internal structure is still breaking, then no, it's only for, we are looking only for buy. We should look only for sell. But now I'm not encouraging anyone to be looking for sell at this level, because why? This internal structure is already getting to an end. Here's our demand level here, so we should wait now to look for buys opportunity, and only buy when you see the structure shift. You understand? If you can have something like this, where is that? This one? If you have something like this, you put that there. Okay, price push to the upside, you say, and price gives something like this, market structure should grab liquidity, then we can be going to the upside. But do not go and look down on the lower time frame, go to the higher time frame, wait like 4 hours or 2 hours to give us that before we start going to the upside. So I've already given all the, so here is this an analysis, it's not a confirmation. You understand? If you want confirmation, you can join my Telegram channel, so we'll be sharing trade update. Then NZT USD is the same thing. You understand? Price pulls back, break of structure, imbalance around this level, grab liquidity at other block. You see, price give break of structure around this level. So we should just be waiting for price to pull back around this level, like they give a new lower low, lower high. Then when price give a confirmation, that is when we can, there's a good swing trade. We can take price around this level. Price will have to come and hit this level. From there we can be going out to the to the downside. So now, guys, that is all for today. Only we should wait to see what Monday has for us. You understand? There's a clean market structure shift. There's a clean market, because I see neckline has been broken. Neckline has been broken. Yes, this neckline has been broken around here. Okay, goodbye. That's all for today.